Welcome to the Lucky Fortune English podcast. I'm Vincent, and I'm super excited for today's deep dive into the stars.
And I'm Jenny, ready to decode what the universe has in store for you.
Today, we're looking at your daily horoscope for February 6th, 2025.
We've got predictions for all 12 signs, so get ready for some, interesting insights.
Let's jump right in with Aries.
The energy for Aries on February 6th is all about resilience.
Makes sense. Aries is known for their fiery nature and determinations, right?
Exactly.
But how can Aries best harness this energy?
It's about channeling that inner strength strategically.
So like turning pressure into power.
Yeah, like imagine you're facing a tough deadline at work. Instead of getting overwhelmed, visualize yourself as a warrior.
Okay,
Use that pressure to fuel your focus
I like that.
and problem-solving skills.
Okay, so it's about turning that pressure into power.
Yes.
And what about the single Aries? Any romance in the stars?
There might be some sparks flying, but the
Yeah.
key is to avoid rushing into anything.
Take your time.
Yes. Take your time, get to know the person.
Let things unfold naturally.
Exactly.
Great advice. Okay, let's move on to Taurus. It seems like connection and adaptability are the themes for you.
Taurus thrives on stability and routine, so change can sometimes feel unsettling.
Even positive change.
Even positive change.
Yeah.
The key is to leverage your incredible empathy.
Oh, that's interesting.
So let's say you're facing a big change at home. Instead of resisting, try to understand the perspectives of everyone involved.
Good point.
You might be surprised by the insights you gain, and it'll make the transition smoother for everyone.
Understanding others' perspectives is so crucial, especially during times of change.
Yes.
This reminds me of something you mentioned earlier about Taurus being in a relationship. What does the horoscope say about that?
It emphasizes the importance of patience and truly listening to your partner.
Just being present.
Yes. Sometimes just giving your loved one your undivided attention can work wonders.
Couldn't agree more.
Yeah.
Sometimes we get so caught up in our own thoughts that we forget to simply listen. Okay, let's move on to Gemini. February 6th seems to be a day of progress, especially for projects that have been stalled.
It's like a breath of fresh air, a chance to finally see some movement in areas that have felt stuck.
I like that.
This begs the question, what shifted to allow these projects to gain momentum?
That's a great question.
Is it a change in your approach, a new collaboration, or simply a shift in perspective?
That's a great question for all of us to ponder, regardless of our zodiac sign. We all have those moments where things feel stagnant,
Right.
but it looks like Gemini is breaking through those barriers.
Yes.
And speaking of breaking through, the horoscope also hints at some exciting social opportunities for Gemini.
Yes, but remember to balance those fun times with responsible financial choices.
Sound advice.
Have fun, but don't go overboard.
Now let's talk about Cancer. It seems like introspection and self-care are essential.
Cancer, you are deeply in touch with your emotions, but this sensitivity can also lead to feelings of anxiety.
Makes sense.
So on February 6th, prioritize activities that nourish your soul. This could be anything from journaling to meditation to simply spending time in nature.
I love that. It's all about creating a sense of inner peace.
Yes.
And the horoscope also mentions something about communication in relationships for Cancer.
Yes, it encourages open and honest communication with your loved ones.
So important.
Let them know how you're feeling and don't be afraid to ask for support.
Absolutely. Sometimes just a small gesture of understanding can make all the difference.
I agree.
Okay, moving on to Leo. It looks like February 6th is a day of smooth sailing and strategic thinking.
The horoscope emphasizes steady progress for Leo. It's not about making giant leaps, but rather taking consistent, thoughtful steps towards your goals.
Okay.
Your strategic mindset is in top form.
So it's about balancing that grand vision with a practical step-by-step approach.
Exactly.
And I have a feeling that Leo's natural confidence will shine through.
Absolutely. Confidence is key for Leo.
Now let's talk about Virgo. The horoscope highlights your tendency to overthink.
But it doesn't necessarily frame it as a negative thing.
That's interesting. So how can Virgo use this to their advantage?
Think of it as a superpower for planning and personal growth. You have an incredible ability to analyze and dissect information.
Virgo does.
Yes. On February 6th, channel that mental energy into productive activities. Create a detailed plan for a project you're passionate about.
Oh, that's great.
Or delve into a subject that fascinates you.
Okay, so it's about turning those thoughts into actions.
Yes.
And what about avoiding the potential pitfalls of overthinking, like getting stuck?
That's where balance comes in. Make a plan, but don't overthink it to the point where you never actually take action.
Right.
Trust your instincts and remember to enjoy the journey.
Great advice. Now let's shift our attention to Libra. It seems like February 6th is a day for reflection and prioritizing what truly matters.
Libra, you have a natural ability to find balance and harmony in all areas of your life.
Libra does.
On February 6th, take some time to assess your goals and priorities. Are you spending your time and energy on things that truly align with your values?
That's a powerful question. It's so easy to get caught up in the busyness of life and lose sight of what's really important.
I know.
And speaking of what's important, the horoscope also mentions something about relationships for Libra.
Yes, it encourages you to inject some playful banter into your interactions.
Oh, I like that.
Libra, you thrive on connection and harmony, and a bit of lightheartedness can go a long way.
Absolutely. Laughter and playfulness are essential ingredients in any healthy relationship.
I agree.
Okay, let's move on to Scorpio. It looks like connection and belonging are key themes.
Scorpio, you have a deep need for meaningful connections. On February 6th, nurture those bonds with your loved ones. Spend quality time with friends and family.
Surround yourself with support.
Yes, or engage in activities that foster a sense of community.
So it's about surrounding yourself with people who understand and support you.
Yes.
And what about for Scorpios in a romantic relationship?
The horoscope encourages you to prioritize quality time with your partner. It doesn't have to be anything extravagant.
Just being present.
Yes. A simple shared meal, a walk in the park, or even just cuddling up on the couch and talking can strengthen your bond.
Those small moments of connection can be so powerful.
They can.
Okay, let's move on to Sagittarius. It looks like February 6th is a relatively calm day for you, but the horoscope still emphasizes the importance of mindset.
Sagittarius, you're known for your optimism and adventurous spirit. However, even you can have moments of doubt or frustration.
We all do.
On February 6th, remember that you have the power to choose your perspective. Focus on the positive, embrace flexibility, and go with the flow.
That's such a valuable reminder for all of us. And speaking of going with the flow, I recall the horoscope mentioning something about Sagittarius and finances.
Yes, a word of caution about impulsive spending.
Sure.
While spontaneity is part of your charm, it's important to keep your financial goals in mind.
Balance is key.
Yes.
Okay, now let's talk about Capricorn. The message for you on February 6th is all about trusting your instincts.
Capricorn, you are known for your practicality and logic, but sometimes the most important insights come from your intuition. On February 6th, pay attention to that inner voice guiding you.
So it's about finding that balance between logic and intuition.
Yes.
And how can Capricorns apply this to their relationships?
The horoscope suggests finding common ground with your partner. Engage in activities that allow you to connect on a deeper level, whether it's discussing shared interests, working on a project together, or simply enjoying a peaceful evening at home.
Shared experiences can definitely strengthen bonds.
They can.
Okay, moving on to Aquarius. It seems like February 6th might bring some feelings of being overwhelmed.
Aquarius, you have a lot on your plate, and it's easy to feel stretched thin at times. Remember that progress takes time, and it's okay to ask for help when you need it.
Self-care and boundaries are essential.
Yes.
And what about for Aquarians in a relationship?
The horoscope encourages you to focus on appreciation and positive reinforcement. Instead of dwelling on what's not working, highlight what is working. Express your gratitude for your partner's efforts and celebrate their successes.
That's such a positive and supportive approach.
It is.
Finally, let's talk about Pisces. It seems like February 6th is a day of inner peace and balance for you.
Pisces, your intuitive and empathetic nature allows you to connect with the emotions of those around you. On February 6th, embrace this gift and cultivate a sense of inner peace through mindfulness practices.
That sounds so calming and restorative. And the horoscope also mentions something about Pisces and finances.
Yes, it advises caution in financial matters. Trust your intuition, but also do your due diligence. Seek reliable information before making any significant financial decisions.
Great advice.
It is. Welcome back to the Lucky Fortune English podcast.
Now that we've gone through all the signs, what do we do next?
Now that we've explored each sign's individual forecast for February 6th, let's delve into how these energies might play out in your interactions with others.
It's like a cosmic compatibility chart.
It's like creating a cosmic compatibility chart for the day.
I love that. Where do we begin?
Let's start with the fire signs. Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius.
Okay.
These signs are known for their passion, energy, and drive. Now picture this. Aries, with their impulsive nature, wants to dive headfirst into a new project. Leo, with their strategic mindset, prefers to plan meticulously before taking action.
Oh, boy.
And Sagittarius, ever the optimist, is encouraging everyone to embrace the unknown.
That sounds like a recipe for disaster.
It could be a recipe for both dynamic collaboration and potential clashes.
Okay.
But imagine the possibilities if they can harness their combined strengths.
Yeah.
Aries brings the spark, Leo provides the structure, and Sagittarius keeps things light and adaptable.
So if you're a fire sign interacting with other fire signs on February 6th, remember to embrace your shared enthusiasm while also respecting each other's unique approaches.
Yes.
Now, what about the earth signs? Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn.
Earth signs are grounded, practical, and value stability. Let's envision Taurus focused on building strong connections and adapting to chained Virgo with their meticulous eye for detail is ensuring every plan is flawless. And Capricorn, trusting their instincts, guides the group towards tangible results.
That sounds like a solid foundation.
Indeed, imagine Taurus's ability to create a harmonious work environment combined with Virgo's efficiency and Capricorn's leadership. That's a team that can move mountains.
So if you're an earth sign connecting with other earth signs on February 6th, remember to appreciate your shared practicality and work ethic.
Absolutely.
Okay, let's float over to the air signs, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. What kind of interactions can we expect from this intellectual trio?
Air signs are known for their communication skills, curiosity, and love of ideas. Picture this. Gemini, buzzing with energy from their recent breakthroughs, is sharing their insights with Libra, who's carefully weighing the options and seeking balance. Meanwhile, Aquarius, with their unique perspective, challenges everyone to think outside the box.
That sounds overwhelming.
It's a whirlwind of ideas and perspectives.
It sounds like a whirlwind of ideas and perspectives.
Absolutely. Imagine a brainstorming session with these three signs.
Yeah.
The possibilities are endless.
Air signs, if you find yourselves collaborating with each other on February 6th, remember to embrace your shared love of learning and innovation. Okay, lastly, let's dive into the water signs. Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces.
Okay.
What do we got?
Water signs are known for their emotional depth, intuition, and empathy. Imagine Cancer seeking understanding and connection, sharing their feelings with Scorpio, who listens intently and offers unwavering support. And Pisces, with their gentle nature, creates a space of compassion and healing.
That sounds like a very supportive dynamic.
It sounds like a beautifully supportive and intuitive dynamic.
Exactly. Water signs have a natural ability to tune into each other's emotions,
Really tap in.
providing a safe space for vulnerability and understanding. Water signs, if you're interacting with other water signs on February 6th, remember to nurture those connections and embrace your shared sensitivity.
Remember, these are just a few examples of how the different zodiac signs might interact with each other on February 6th.
So many possibilities.
The real magic happens when we combine these insights with our own intuition and awareness.
Yes.
Pay attention to the energy you feel when you connect with others. Are you inspired, challenged, supported?
Interesting.
Astrology can help us understand these dynamics on a deeper level.
And speaking of deeper levels in the final part of our deep dive, we'll explore a thought-provoking question related to your own zodiac signs forecast.
So stay tuned.
Welcome back to the Lucky Fortune English podcast.
We've explored individual forecasts and delved into the fascinating ways different signs might interact on February 6th, 2025.
It's been a journey.
But before we wrap up, I want to leave you with a thought-provoking question.
Ooh, I like those.
Think back to the forecast for your own zodiac sign.
Okay.
What stood out to you the most?
What resonated?
Was it a particular challenge you're facing or perhaps an opportunity that sparked your interest?
Yeah.
Now consider how this insight combined with the potential interactions we discussed might play out in your life.
Okay.
Will you embrace those challenges with the resilience of an Aries?
Interesting.
Or perhaps use the grounded energy of an Earth sign to create a stable foundation for your goals?
Okay.
Remember, astrology is a tool for self-awareness and growth.
Right.
It's not about predicting the future with certainty,
No.
but rather understanding ourselves and the energies at play around us.
Using it as a guide.
Yes, it's about using those insights to make choices that align with our highest potential.
I like that.
So as you go about your day, keep the wisdom of the stars in mind.
Okay.
Pay attention to your intuition, the interactions you have, and the opportunities that present themselves.
So much to think about.
And most importantly, remember that you have the power to shape your own destiny.
I love that.
Thank you for joining us on this astrological adventure.
And don't forget to subscribe to the Lucky Fortune English podcast for more insightful content.
Subscribing to our channel will bring you good luck. See you again.